Hi everyone, welcome on my YouTube channel. My name is Natalie from the Netherlands. If you're new on my channel, welcome. This is not about makeup, but this is a conversation that I want to have with you about mental health and about my story, but also about my friend's story, who is unfortunately has taken on life this year. Um, so first, I want to say the mess behind me. This is filmed in 17th of May, and I'm dealing with my suitcase with the makeup I want to go with me and the clothes and all that kind of stuff. So that's why it's a mess. But I really want to sit down with you. So I cannot wait to do the travel vlogs and everything. Gran Canaria is new for me, so I'm really excited, and I'm also excited to buy makeup presents for my girlfriends. One of my best friends is her birthday is in June, so cannot wait to go to Sephora and buy something for her. I'm really excited about that. But let's get into the video that I actually want to tell you guys. Um, so if it isn't trigger warning when I talk about mental health or panic attacks or anything like that subject, then I want you to know that. Um, so I my friends unfortunately have taken her own life in February. So we met like 14 years ago, and I was in my deep depression, and I was dealing with panic attacks and with anxiety. I already made a couple of videos, I think in the first or 2 years back on my channel. So before I go to the talking group where I met my friends, I was dealing with depression and actually thinking of taking my own life. And I was standing on the platform of the train, and one of my good friends called me that day, and she months after that I go into therapy. So that was the best thing that I can do for myself, and that's why I met my friend in the talking group. So we talk about also heavy stuff about depression, but we have a love for music. I love our conversations that we have also just for hours about makeup when we become friends, and also about traveling. My dream was to travel a lot, and to do something with makeup, and her dream was to be a mother and to get married, and oh, she has a beautiful baby girl, and her girl is now 11 years old. um, so yeah, her dream come true, and I cannot. I wish that she still could here to see me pursue my dream. I always dreamed about traveling and taking people with me and all that kind of stuff, but I was not confident when I was 24, 25 in my own skin, in my own way. I felt that way, and she always just had a big belief in me. Always said, "Why are you so scared of what people think of you? Why are you so scared of?" Um, because I didn't had my family approval right away. Now I think they look different because I'm actually doing it and they realize what I'm doing. But back then I didn't had any support. So she was actually the first one because I moved here new where I live now, and I didn't know anybody. I've been bullied in high school, so I didn't have any friends when I come here. So she was one of the first people that I actually talk about all of the things that I'm actually thought and dreaming about and the heavy stuff and all that kind of stuff. So she really is dear to my heart. But I also had a great friendship with the other girls of the talking group. Some of them are still seeing overnight, and some of them we just grow apart, and that's okay too. There was no fight or anything. So we saw each other as a group. Because we get in contact with each other still. I think it was 5 years ago, or 4 years ago was the last time I see her. We still get contact every now through email, but every time I try to meet up with her, unfortunately, she didn't want that. Now that in hindsight, I know now why. And she tried to get help again, and something happened there. It's not my story to tell, but yeah, that's I hear from one of the friends from the talking group months later that she has passed away, and my heart broke. I was shocked. Emotionally, I could not do my job very well in the past few months. And I definitely learned to fight harder for my friendship, to tell them every day how I'm thankful for them. You never know. And I get a little bit emotional, so sorry for that, guys, but you never know when you will see your loved ones. So make sure that you tell them that you tell them how much you appreciate them. Just celebrate your friendship, celebrate your family and your loved ones. And her death definitely changed a lot of me in this year. And I was not sure at first if I want to make a video. And then her sister, that I talked a couple of after her death conversations, she said, "Why are you not want to share your story? And you can share a couple of things of her. I think she would like that." So we go to a Mary Maina concert, and I never forget that evening. We laughed and we had so much fun. And when we can talk about music, we talk about for hours, and that's how I wanna remember her. But it's also bittersweet that we cannot have those conversations anymore. And, um, so if you struggle with mental health, and if you um, know somebody who struggle with mental health, talk to someone. I felt in my depression that I was alone. I wish that I didn't make it that hard for myself and talk to my family or talk to my friends. Or I was so in my own head, nothing that could make me happy, nothing. I didn't saw any light of my life back then. I made it so hard for myself to love me, even, and even I struggle with that today. There's so many things I can do better. I always think that, and she always get mad at me when I am so tough for myself. And she said, "You have to know how far you have come," and she's right about that. But I always think it's difficult to say that about yourself. Um, but she, I don't know, I will always remember those conversations, and I just wish that she could still be here, and we still could have those wonderful conversations, even we didn't spoke daily. So yeah, I always thought to myself, what if social media we don't have anymore? Just think for the moment with me, and if there is no social media, if we do it the old school, who are standing next to you, who are cherishing you on, even if you make mistakes, because I'm not perfect, we all make mistakes, but who's can stand next to you to support you, to help you, to want to drive, keep those persons with you, keep those persons, even they are making mistakes. That's sometimes I hate it about social media, that like WhatsApp, you can say something and somebody else think it differently, take it differently, and then you have a fight or nothing. And definitely I have that with a couple of my girlfriends, but I'm so glad that we can have like fun stuff conversations, and we can also have hard conversations. I have now my group of friends who are there and who are supportive and who understands depression and understands how far I've come. And I cannot wait, like I said, to go to Gran Canaria and just celebrate my friendship through the presents that I can give them, and just tell them how much I love them. And definitely her death definitely changed a lot of me. I been normally not very emotional or very good with my job, because I'm now helping other people with their mental health struggles, and I never thought that I would be the person who can do that. So yeah, it's just a full circle, if you call it that way. And I think that's why I want to make this video. If you're struggling, just tell your family, tell your friends, tell a neighbor, tell maybe if you are in school and a student where you feel comfortable with, tell one of your best friends. Maybe if therapy or talking group like I did help for you, go to that. It's so important. If you see somebody struggle, please help them as much as you can. We are not perfect, we make mistakes, but I hope that in this world we sometimes are a little bit too hard for each other, and I hope that we can be tougher. I will never forget my friend. I will always take her with me in a kind of way. It's bittersweet that everything she dreamed of really happened, and I can finally share something with me, because I'm so blessed that I take the chance for myself to travel and to do my dream and to make it happen. And I wish that she could see that. Um, I will never forget where I come from, and I'm glad that I have friends, even if I'm hard on myself, that they make me realize that I should not forget where I come from. I think it's so important to have those people in your life. Yeah, so that's what I want to share with you guys. Just celebrate life and keep the people close who are always will be there for you, even if you make mistakes. So yeah, after this video will become a travel vlogs. I just want to share this with you, and I cannot wait. Probably when this video is up, I'm already back from Gran Canaria. So yeah, I hope you like this video. I hope if I can help somebody with it. So thank you much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye guys.